I called upon Yahweh in distress. Yah answered me and set me in a large place. Yahweh is on my side. I will not fear. What can men do unto me?
And that's the spirit we need to hold on, man. Yahweh is on my side. How do we know Yahweh is on our side? Exactly. Just like the Sister Tafara said, by following his commandments. You keep his commandments, you know Yah's on your side. How do you know he's on your side if you keep the commandments? Because that's what he said. That's his word. And what comes out of his word is not, his mouth is not returning. So this is how you lessen your anxiety, lessen your fear, lessen your lack of wanting to take chances in certain things, reasonable chances, by making sure you keep the commandments. And part of keeping the commandments is looking for Yah and being patient on Yah to direct your steps.
Verse 7. Yahweh takes my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in princes.
Because we know it's not a man that directs his own steps. Yahweh directs your steps. And Yahweh allows for your steps to be misdirected by the other spirits. He allows for that. So if we know that they're being led by something, then we're not putting our trust in that man, because any minute he could be led in the wrong direction. But if he's being led of the same spirit, then you're not following that man. You're following the same spirit of Yah that's leading us. And how we know? Because these commandments right here tell us this is how we react to that situation. So I'm not following him. I'm following his word. If he happened to walk out before me, he just walked out before me. He's just in a different order. His order is in front of me. That's it. It's not better.
Verse 10. All nations compass me about, but in the name of Yahweh will I destroy them. They compass me about, yea, they compass me about, but in the name of Yahweh will I destroy them. They compass me about like bees. They are quenched as the fires of thorns, for in the name of Yahweh I will destroy them. Thou hast thrust sore at me that I might fall, but Yahweh helped me. Yah is my strength and song, and has become my salvation. The voice of rejoicing and salvation is in the tabernacles of the righteous. The right hand of Yahweh does valiantly. The right hand of Yahweh is exalted. The right hand of Yahweh does valiantly. I shall not die, but live, and declare the works of Yah. Yah has chastened me sore, but he has not given me over unto death.
That's how he know he not going to die. Because he's chastening me. I'm accepting his chastening. I'm learning and growing from these chastening. And he is not going to let me die, because I'm going to declare his works. I declare I was a sinner. I have repented. Yahweh has forgiven me, and he has made plain the way for me to walk towards him. And I'm not worried. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Open to me the gates of righteousness. I will go into them, and I will praise Yah. This gate of Yahweh, into which the righteousness shall enter, I will praise thee, for you have heard me, and art become my salvation. The stone which the builders refused has become the head, stone of the corner. This is Yahweh's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. This is the day which Yahweh has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Save now, I beseech you, O Yahweh. O Yahweh, I beseech you, send now prosperity. Blessed be he that comes in the name of Yahweh. We have blessed you out of the house of Yahweh. El is Yahweh, which has showed us light. Bind the sacrifice with cords, even unto the horns of the altar. Thou art my El, and I will praise you. You are my Elohim, and I will exalt you. O give thanks unto Yahweh, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever.
All right, give thanks unto Yahweh, for his good, for his mercy endures forever. Let's move on. Let's go to 2 Chronicles chapter 18. And this is going to validate what I said earlier, why it says put no trust in princes or the Son of Man. Because we're going to see why Yahweh will allow the person you trying to put all your trust in to receive evil spirits. And in this situation, you're going to see Yah allowing a lying spirit to lay on the prophets. So we're going to 2 Chronicles chapter 18. Hold on, brother. Okay. 2 Chronicles chapter 18. Elijah Muhammad. And you got prophets and, Buddha's a prophet and all these. You got prophets, but then you got prophets of Yahweh. Those prophets are Profit. They profit for profit. And then you have prophets that actually predict the future, that give you real events, real times to real people, and they're fulfilled. Those are the prophets of Yahweh. That's completely different. Yahweh gave us the instructions how to determine the difference between prophets, Profit, and prophets of Yah. If the thing he says don't happen, that's not a prophet of Yah. And he says, I talk to my prophets either in a vision or a dream. They're not just going to come up with their own understanding and just tell you something so they can gain something. And that's what these people are gaining now. They're telling Ahab what he want to hear so that he can gain, so they can gain favor from the king and stay in a favorable position. But Jehoshaphat, who has a little bit more understanding, said, wait. That's what you want to hear. Who is there a prophet of Yahweh? Let me hear what the prophet of Yahweh has to say, because he's not just going to tell me something. He's going to go to Yahweh and ask for instruction and then tell me what Yahweh has to say. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And the king of Yasharal said unto Jehoshaphat, there is yet one man by whom we may inquire of Yahweh, but I hate him, for he never prophesied good unto me, but always evil. The name is Micaiah, the son of Imlah. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so.
All right, so he says this guy hates him because every time he talks to me, he's prophesying some wickedness. Well, guess what? If all you do is wickedness, remember, this is the same guy that stole, and this is the same guy that stole the land. Did we just read about him? He stole the land from, and I think he married to Jezebel, isn't it? And it's Jezebel's husband. And he upset because he can't steal somebody's land, this, that, and the other. So he a wicked dude. So what you think Yahweh gonna tell you when you walking in wickedness? He gonna tell you, hey, everything gonna be all right? If he tell you that, what you gonna continue doing? Walking in wickedness. But instead, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear the rebuke. We don't want to take the correction. We want to just live in vanity and think that everything is going to be all right with us, and we're going to put the people around us to tell us what we want to hear. That's why my house isn't packed with people, because I'm not going to tell you exactly what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what's written. How it applies to you applies to your walk, how you walking. Whereas you can go somewhere else and they'll tell you exactly what you want to hear. Or go to another Hebrew assembly that's going to be packed. That's going to be a 501c3 camp, because they're going to tell you exactly what you want to hear. I hate white man. White man is the death. Israel going to be saved. Everybody else going to die. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 8. And the king of Yasharal called for one of his officers and said, fetch quickly Micaiah the son of Imlah. And the king of Yasharal and Jehoshaphat, king of Yehudah, sat, either of them on his throne, clothed in their robes, and they sat in a void place at the entering in of the gate of Samaria. And all the prophets prophesied before them. And Zedekiah the son of Hanana had made him horns of iron, and said, thus says Yahweh, you shall push Syria until they be consumed? And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, go up to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for Yahweh shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And the messenger that went to call Micaiah spake to him, saying, behold the words of the prophets, declare good to the king with one assent. Let thy word, therefore, I pray you, be like one of theirs, and speak you good.
All right, so you see how the prophets operate. Listen, don't be getting this guy upset. Just say what you need to say so he can be good with us. If you don't, it's going to cause confusion. We're going to have problems. And you see how they do. It's no similar to now. He put on this hat with horns and be like, with these horns, you finna push. Da, 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 da. The same dog and pony show you seeing right now in these churches. Put where you got one guy, they carrying him on a crown through with the Torah. You know, this is the foolishness, and we love and we pay to have it so. When another one, he putting his hand on this guy, they all falling, and all of a sudden he doing the heart attack dance on the floor and all. I mean, this is the stuff that we pay to see. But it's vanity. It's not going to help us. I'd much rather have somebody just tell me the raw, ugly truth. Bruh, you either repent or you going to die. Period. At least he loved me enough to tell me the truth.
All right. 2 Chronicles 18 and verse 13. And Micaiah said, as Yahweh lives, even what my Elohim says, that will I speak.
That is a prophet of Yahweh. Go ahead.
And when he was come to the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go to Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And he said, go you up and prosper, and they shall be delivered into your hand.
All right. So he's being sarcastic. Verse 14, and when he was come to the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go to Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And he said, oh, yeah, go you up. Yeah, you go prosper. And they're going to be delivered right into your hand. Mm-hmm. Sure, yeah. He being sarcastic. That's what you want to hear, right? Go ahead, I'll tell you what you want to hear, because you don't want to listen to the truth, right? There you go. Go ahead.
And the king said to him, how many times shall I adjure you that you say nothing but the truth to me in the name of Yahweh? Then he said, I did see all of Yasharal scattered upon the mountains as sheep that have no shepherd, and Yahweh said, these have no master. Let them return therefore every man to his house in peace. And the king of Yasharal said to Jehoshaphat, did I not tell you that he would not prophesy good unto me, but evil?
Well, you asked the man to tell you the truth. So he told you the truth. You wanted him to lie. Again, if you approach unto Yahweh in frowardness, he going to approach you in frowardness. You approach unto him in truth, he's going to approach you in truth. How you deal with him is how he going to deal with you. So you came to him like, all right, just tell me what I want to hear. Okay, yeah, you're going to be straight. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. You're going to be just fine. They said, okay, how many times I got to ask you? Tell me the truth. All right, you want to know the truth? Bruh, I seen Israel, they out there, they ain't got no master, they running around crazy. See, didn't I tell you? Gonna tell me? Yeah, you asking for the truth. That's what you got. And it's the same thing in our lives. We tell people, well, I just want to know the truth. I just want to learn righteousness. Then when you tell them righteousness and you tell them the truth and can back it with scripture, you become their enemy. Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? You didn't want the truth.
Verse 18. Again he said, therefore hear the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting upon his throne, and all the host of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left. And Yahweh said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Yasharal, that he may go up and